Hello, my dear. Happy spring, by the way. It's the 2nd of March, and we have started spring. Are you happy about that? Show me your.
We haven't started spring. Spring begins 20 days after, they say.
20 days after what?
Like
It's in Poland.
astronomical.
Only
No,
in
no.
Poland.
Spring has officially started. The calendar says 2nd of March. March is a spring month. Spring has started. I don't want to know anything else. I'm so happy the spring is there. Okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna get warm days soon. So, show me on your face. Are you
Tatiana,
happy about the spring?
and I am happy about the spring only for that that it's not so much days to holiday.
It's
Summer holiday.
not what?
No, it's not too much days to summer holiday start.
Don't you have any
Can't
spring
understand you.
holidays?
I can't understand you. Say it again.
It's not so much day until the summer holidays. Yes.
Many days, okay? Because I was confused by March days, many days. There are not many days left before the summer holidays. Yeah.
I said many.
Is anybody
There are-
coming to Britannia State?
We're going.
Who's coming to Britannia State?
I maybe, but I'm not sure.
No. Tatiana, I will come.
And Susie will come and
I can't wait to see you. I'm gonna be with you on that ship. So, Noasha, are you coming?
I don't know yet.
I don't know too.
Yeah.
And I know my mom said that I will come.
Yeah, I will be happy to see you in some camp. Okay, am my screen being shared with you? Can you see it?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So, this one here. Good advice. What we are going to talk about. I want you to have a look at these two words and tell me if there's any difference between them. Marta, do you know?
I don't know.
What is it?
No, it's not advice.
What is it?
Oh. I don't know.
You don't know. Senya, do you know the difference between these two words?
They have different meanings.
No, they have a very similar meaning. All right. Let me show you the sentence. Let me give you some good advice. I advise you to avoid the snail and avocado stew. Yeah.
Yes, I knew about that. That one is the verb and then another is the advice. Like one is the advice and the another is the action of giving the advice.
Exactly. So advice with a sound, it's the noun, all right? And advise with a
verb.
sound is going to be a verb, all right? Yeah. So as you can see, I will say the sentence to you. Please listen for the pronunciation. Let me give you some good advice. Let me give you some good advice. I advise you. I advise you. I advise you to avoid the snail and avocado stew. So, my dear, could you, yeah, it says like with the pair of words like this, it's easy to remember because the spelling is different. Can you see the difference in spelling?
Yeah.
C and S. C between the vowels is pronounced like advice, and S between the vowels is pronounced like advise. All right, so that's not difficult to remember. Advice, a noun, a recommendation. Advise is a process, is an action of providing information. So, my dear, I've got two questions to you, okay? The first one, what advice would you give to someone who has left their bag on the bus?
Depends on where is that bus.
Okay.
What's the bus?
May I ask you now, to answer these two questions in the chat. Think about the sentence, and one more important thing. Do you know the Russian word for advice?
Yes.
Anybody does? Does anybody know the Russian word for advice? Nicole, what is it?
Совет.
Совет. But there is a very, very big trick about this word in Russian and English language. In Russian, when you say advise, advice, it's один совет, два совета, три совета. You can count them. In English, you cannot count advice. It counts like water, like bread, like coffee. You can count cups, but you can't count advice. And you say a piece of good advice, or just good advice. It's like as if it's water. Okay. So you can't say water. Who's doing this? Is somebody doing something with the word? Yeah, advice cannot be counted. That's why be careful. You can't say and. Say a piece of advice. Good advice, bad advice. So I will run quickly for the headphones so that I reduce the noise. Who is sharing that Zoom screen with me? Someone on. Jan, is this you?
No, that's not me.
Who is doing something about my screen? I don't.
Second time me, but first time not me.
You little hackers, you're gonna be in trouble soon. Don't mess with me, okay? I know you're smarter than
Tatiana,
me at some point. I agree with
but Tatiana, first time was not me. Second time me,
you
but
were second time, yeah, but first time
No,
was somebody
yes.
else, somebody of you.
Jan.
You guys smart, but don't mess with
That's
me.
not me.
Yosha,
Mhm.
was that
No,
you?
it's not no.
Jan, was that you? Loading the board with messages?
What? That wasn't me.
You will make me switch you onto another platform, the one that you did not know at all. I will study another platform for giving media lessons, and you'll have to move there. Zoom will be not used.
Google Meetings.
Google
No.
Meets or Skype or Twitter or Telegram. And you
Skype?
you will
Skype?
not know these different things. Okay, so I will run quickly to
Tatiana, you said Skype?
Huh?
You said about platform Skype?
yes.
I know this.
Okay, please go to the chat and you're gonna have to answer two questions for me, all right? Number one and number two. You write the number of the question, of the answer, and you write your answer.
For
Please,
you or for all?
for all, for all. Just make sure that you use the word advice and the word advise in your writing, okay? I will run for my headphones quickly and coming back in 2 minutes, waiting for your answers. Does everybody understand what to do now?
Yeah.
Does everybody understand what to do now? I need to see your thumbs up to make sure you understand.
Like,
Yes.
write your advice in chat.
Voice, Настя, Ksenia. Ksenia, yes. Yosha, what are we doing, you know? Yes, Misha. You answer the questions in red in the chat.
Ah, okay.
Настя, clear? Nasta's frozen. Okay, I'll be back in 2 minutes.
I don't see.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not really nice.
What are you doing, Misha? Why are you shooting everyone?
I have a best pistol. Huawei 555 Colt.
No, iPhone 11, 11. No. 1 second, like this.
No.
I don't know what to write.
What we need to write?
I know, but I
Answer the
know
question in
what
right.
is in
What we
English.
need to write? Zoom is выкинул me.
No.
Third time.
I can write.
To die.
What we need to write?
We need
We
to
need to-
write.
There
Answer
is
the
two
question. We need to
questions.
write
and we need to,
answers to the
to-
questions.
Uh-huh.
We. Okay.
In your background.
Tatiana.
Oh, that's Yana. I see.
Yana, not
Yana?
Tatiana. No,
Yes,
Tatiana.
Yana!
What is your nickname in Russian?
Yana.
What?
Yana!
I'm in London.
I
know,
can
the
see the
municipal.
camera.
Why you didn't say it for us?
What?
Why you didn't say it for us?
Hello.
She's sad.
Sad?
I'm going to London. I said it.
She's
Oh,
sad on Tuesday.
On Tuesday? I don't remember.
Tell you have manicure?
Alexei. What time is it in Poland right now?
It is 8:54.
8:54, yeah.
And we have 7:54.
Yes, I know.
And what?
I need to check your answers. Can you hear me, guys? with my headphones?
10:54.
Can you hear me? with my headphones?
10:54.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, but like
Tatiana.
заглушено.
Yes.
Заглушено.
Well, so you hear less noise around me, right?
No,
Yes,
we have.
we
you
hear
like-
your sound.
I didn't hear the noise when you were without headphones.
Oh, really? It's really
Yeah.
noisy in this room here. Okay, so if this is okay with the sound,
Oh yeah, it's
Yes,
good.
yes.
Oh, yeah.
fantastic. Let's continue. Okay, so I'm reading the thing is your sentence has to contain the word advice or advise because I need to see how you cope with using it correctly, okay?
Tatiana, what do we need to write? Because Zoom is wykинул me and I don't know what to do.
To write answers to the questions on the screen.
This one? Uh-huh.
One moment. Okay, I'm reading your sentence. I don't know. Okay, Jan, no. Everybody looks in the chat. I don't know what to advise to such a person. No with KN, okay? And Jan, this is correct, not what to advise. Melania, how were you feeling when you realized that you had forgotten your bag? Melania, it's a brilliantly written sentence, honestly, with correct grammar, good past perfect. And I'm really proud that you can write this sentence correctly now. Well, it has no word advice, but I'll answer. When I realized that I had forgotten my bag on the bus, I was shocked. I had to stay out of panic because I had to analyze what to do next. But I was really scared. I think this was the first feeling that I had. I was scared because somebody else could take it, like a person, and steal the belongings, like the computer.
The phone.
The phone was in my pocket, so I was lucky with the phone. The phone was not there.
Not your phone.
What is it?
Not your phone.
My phone was with me. It was not in the bag.
I'm speaking not about your phone, about this Sasha's phone.
So yeah, that should be another question, Misha, because I was answering Melania's question. My advice is to just buy a new bag. Ksenia, mistake. Can you guys see a mistake here? My advice is to just buy a new bag.
It's just to buy a new bag.
My what advice? Yeah, it
I
will be
think
a noun.
we've seen.
Oh yeah, advice.
My advice is just, Ksenia, have a look at your sentence, is just to buy a new bag with an article, okay? Just to buy a new bag. Thank you. Sometimes I advise my friends, but not very often.
We've
Elania.
seen. I understood.
No,
that
no,
we've seen.
No,
No?
you wrote correctly. Absolutely right. Sometimes I do
Ah,
what?
yeah.
I
Mhm.
advise. So that's perfectly right. You're good. So I would give you a thumbs up for that. Good. The next one is, I will advise to this person to never left her bag again. Misha, let's see what we can correct here. I will advise to this person. That's correct. I will
To never
advise.
leave. To
To
never
never, exactly. To never leave in the present is an infinitive. To never leave the bag again. But on the rest is good. Well done. Mata, I would advise the person need to try to connect to the person who drives the bus and ask him, is the bag in the bus? Nice advice. So I would advise the person would need, probably you would say, the person should try, not need, that should try to connect. Jan, 2, no, I not very often advises because I don't really
give advices.
Okay, remember what I told you? You cannot count advice in English. There is no advices word ever. Nobody would ever say this.
So give advice.
Yeah. So I would say, I don't give advice. I don't give advice with a C very often. Okay. That's how you would say this sentence. I don't give advice very often as I do not have much friends. Where is this Jan's answer? Here you go. You got the response to your
So
message.
sad.
For you, Losha? What's said?
That's so sad
What's said, my dear?
because Jan don't have any friends.
Oh, yeah. Jan, are you sad about this yourself?
About what?
You said you don't have many friends.
I don't know.
But, Jan, you have at least 8 friends here in the group, and me being number 9. You always advise us on grammar, on vocabulary, on how to do exercises.
Oh, that doesn't count as an advice.
Why?
I think it does. Why not? Okay, let's move on. I can advise, but no, not always. Mata, mistake. Ksenia, I advise my friends, but not too often. Okay, Ksenia, but too often with double O should be, okay? Too often with double O. Now, Mata, have a look. I can give advice, but not always. I can give advice, but not always. That's correct. Misha, I never give advice to my friends. I just have, that's right, Misha. Alexei, I'll advise to this person to calm down. Very good advice. Very good advice, Losha. It's precious, not panic. Correct. Yes, I often advise my friends. Alexei, mistake. I often advise, and you go with the z, yeah? I often advise, it's a verb here now.
Oh.
I'll advise him to call the police. The police will not be looking for your bag because you left it yourself. Seriously. Yeah, but thank you, Nastya, for your advice to call the police. Thank you, guys. Let's move on to the next slide. Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Lovely. Okay.
Yes.
The next 2 pairs of words are device and devise.
So that's the same.
Like
And
device pizza.
have a look. Dad invented a strange robotic device to wash the car for him. And the second
Okay.
example. Sadly, it didn't work, so Dad had to devise another way of washing the car.
First is
Uh-huh.
noun, second it's verb.
Absolutely, just like with advice. First is noun, second is a verb. But there is a little trick in meaning. The meaning of these words is pretty different, okay? So the first one, device, is what? A thing,
Like telephone device.
a gadget, an object, a device. That's a device. I have a device. This is my phone. It's a device. The computer I'm using for communicating with you is a device. Do I have any other device? Oh, you should see this one. It's
A
kind of,
frying pan.
yeah, but that works from the socket. You
Oh,
can
really?
you connect it to the
Interesting.
power. You
That's a
connect it
cool
to,
device.
I love it. You can boil porridge in it. You can fry pancakes, boil pasta, I don't know, anything. Hello, Emily. And this device is working in any place where you have got a power unit, a socket.
Oh, really?
Perfect device for cooking.
Yeah.
Highly recommended. Okay,
How
so
much it cost?
I don't know, not expensive. Since you have such a good
I
device
can't
as
hear
the
you.
electric, since you have such a good device as an
I can't
electric,
hear you.
only you, Misha, can anybody else hear me?
I can
Yes,
hear
I-
you. I can
Yeah.
hear you.
But
Since you
badly.
since you have such a good device, you don't have to devise what to eat for breakfast.
Oh, yeah.
So devise, this verb here, means to invent, to create, to think of, to make. The simplest Russian word would be разрабатывать, like create something new. So as you may see in this description here, the device word is a piece of equipment that has been invented for a special purpose, an object, yeah? And the devise word means to plan or invent something new. We need to devise a way to improve sales. He has devised a new filming system. So like create, разрабатывать, создавать, okay? The question is, the first one, which device is the most useless in your house, do you think? Which device is the most useless in your house, do you think? Who can share with me?
Oh, I
I
don't
don't
know.
have
Alexei,
Tatiana,
I don't have such a thing in my house at home.
oh, all the devices in your house are useful?
Tatiana,
Yes.
a device is gadget?
Yes.
Yeah.
Приспособление. Which device in your house is the less useful? So the most useless. Jan,
I think the least useful device in my house is my clock that is just sometimes not giving me sleep, and also I don't use it. So
okay, funny, clock. Maybe somebody else can share with me?
The
Marta?
lamp is
Marta?
device or no?
Lamp?
Hmm?
Maybe, yeah, lamp. Marta?
I think like the most useless device in our house is like it's a box.
A box with what?
No, Xbox, like a
Xbox, the
PlayStation, but
PlayStation.
Xbox.
Yeah,
You
nobody is
don't
really
play
playing it.
Xbox?
No.
Give it to me. Give it to me.
Ah, no.
Yes, to me, give it to me.
Okay, Marta, you
If
can
you
have this,
don't use
make
it,
this device useful by
Marta, I will
giving
pay
it
you
for
like
rent.
$50.
50 bucks. Wow. Oh my God. Melania, what is the most useless device in your
Okay, I
house?
can give you
I think the
100
most
bucks.
useless device in our house is computer because my
No,
Seriously.
I join meetings sometimes, so maybe it's computer, and the less useless I think.
The most useful. The most useful is computer, right?
Yeah,
Because you said
but
the
the
least,
less
the least
useless.
useful is the computer. Okay. the less.
okay.
Useful, positive. The having full of use. Useless, having no point to use. Okay. Useful, positive. Yeah, it's useful. I use it. My phone is useful. All right. Useless, Xbox matters. Xbox is useless for her.
Maybe
Nobody.
useless can be in our house, like headphones.
Headphones. Oh, these.
Yeah.
All right, that's interesting.
We don't
Anybody
Yeah,
else?
Tatiana, I know.
Isha.
Like my dad's headphones that are like 100 years old. Okay, maximum 5 years old. and they are проводные, and they, yes.
Okay, headphones, useless, right? Second question. What strategy would you devise for someone to help them wake up early in the morning?
Oh, that's
What strategy could you
I would have
devise?
a cup of cold water and
That's not a strategy, that's a
Tatiana, I
critical.
advised, I advised a cup of cold water to pour on his head.
That's not a strategy. That's like, that's
Tatiana,
cruel.
this
It's
thing, I
literally
know
cruel.
Tatiana, this thing.
What you're suggesting with cold water on the face in the morning for waking up is not devising a strategy, okay? It's just like critically solving the problem. Hey, wake up, there's an airplane waiting for you.
Tatiana, this thing.
Splash a cup of water in their face. No, you can't do that. Apple
you can
Watch.
just set an
Okay,
alarm clock.
Misha, using Apple Watch looks more like devising a strategy for waking up early. Yeah? Kind of set up your alarm,
Tatiana,
vibration.
everything what you need is like to have like 100 bucks.
Well,
stand
actually,
up?
yeah, actually, there's not much to devise since Apple has devised everything already. Yeah, Apple has devised devices and strategies to help
You
people.
can, or you can take a clock, and when it
Apple.
Your useless clock,
goes
right?
to a specific location, you can make a specific device to, I don't know, make some loud sounds, or even
Mhm.
your friend out of the bed.
Tatiana,
That looks like devising a strategy, but we keep hands for speaking, okay, Mata?
I
please,
know
next.
how to make the device.
Misha, wait for
Really
your
good
turn.
device.
Masha is holding up, or Mata is holding up her hand, and you will do the
Masha?
same to speak. Mata, please.
Like, I would advise the strategy, like I was doing this, you need to put an alarm, like for maybe like
Set up an alarm clock.
set up an alarm like for like 8:30,
Mhm.
and when you will get up at this time, like good. To the next week, you can put the
Set up.
alarm. You can
Set
set
up.
up the alarm like for just 8:00,
Mhm.
and no, and then like next week
Agreed.
huh?
Agreed. Yeah, it's a good strategy,
Yeah,
Mata.
like at 7:00.
Lovely. Misha, what's your suggestion?
My suggestion is to make a machine like when budilnik starts ringing, something like a ball starts going, no, and the ball just fall on you.
Yeah, that's
It's
that
double
involves a lot
damage,
of
and if you don't
devising.
and if you don't do it, if you turn off this thing, the second budilnik
Alarm
will
clock.
alarm clock will turn on and like pour a little bit of cold water on your bed and on
Mhm.
you.
Mhm. Good. Thank you, guys. 2 more
So
words.
if you are not fast enough, you will be first hit by a ball, and then you'll be.
I love your imagination, guys, completely. You're
So you
amazing.
have to wake up very fast, so the ball and water won't touch you.
Next word,
Yes.
practice and practice. Listen for the difference of the pronunciation. Listen carefully. Practice, 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 practice.
Practice.
Can you hear any difference?
No.
Okay,
Practice.
let's try to do the sentence. I want to be a rapper, so I have to do a lot of practice. My mom asked me not to practice my rapping when my grandma is here. Can you hear?
Okay, that's understandable.
There's now second verb.
They have no difference in pronunciation. Absolutely. They have the same pronunciation, but have different spelling, and these are different parts of speech. Have the same meaning, practice, to exercise something, to train, but these are different parts of speech. So a lot of practice. What? I have to do what? Practice. Mom asked me not to do what? Not to practice, not to do. Can you think of why practice does not, why advise and practice have got different pronunciation?
Advise and practice.
Yeah, so if you take the word advise and the word practice, and which word we studied, devise as well. You say advise with a z, but you say practice with s. They have the same spelling.
Maybe because t is глухая.
Because what, Nastya?
How to say глухая? Like T,
Voiceless.
voiceless.
No, the answer is right here, and you should know it because we already discussed this with you. Have a look at these two words. Advise, devise, practice. Advise.
I think it's
Advise.
I. Because there is in practice like another sound of I.
Love, you're almost there. The key word is advise, devise, practice.
Like
And there is a
before I, there is not strong legs, but like it's soft. And in practice,
The key
there
word is
isn't
different.
any soft,
The
maybe.
key word is different. The key word starts with S. Advise, devise, practice. Advise, devise, practice.
Vise.
Ah, слоги.
Advise, devise, practice.
Ударение.
Syllable?
Word stress. Exactly, Nastya. Well done. Word stress. Advise. Where is the stress? On I.
I.
I is a strong syllable and it gives you the Z sound. Advise is the strong syllable. And then you go, devise is a strong syllable. It's stressed, and that's why you underline kind of, you single out this S into Z and you can hear it. Advise, devise. But practice, where is the stress in practice?
on A.
On A, exactly. And it's not, so the I letter is not stressed. And for this reason, it is pronounced like short. And this is S, practice. Okay, good. Let's go back to our practice sentence. So it's common practice to tip the waiter. I applied for the job at the new dental practice. I go football practice every day. And the practice verb is she practices her religion. He practiced as a doctor for 9 years. I need to practice my English. The verb has got an S, the noun has got a C. All right, there's one more pairs of words that I want to show you, and we will go on to exercising. License and license, okay? Have a look at the two examples. If you want to go fishing for salmon, you need a rod license. Luckily, I am licensed for fishing already. So it's just the same story with practice, but the word is license. Are you familiar with the word license?
Yes.
It's like a permission, yeah? It's like permission to do something. So that's super easy. Let's have a look at this exercise, guys, and try to write the right spelling. So what you do in the chat, see this is A, you write A in the chat, and you write the whole word, not the sentence and not the letter, just the word. Jamal's not back yet because he has football practice, whatever you think is there, on Wednesdays. You write the word and the parts of speech. He has football what?
Practice.
You write the word practice and you write in brackets, is it noun or verb? Thank you, Jan. But you forgot to write A in the beginning because we're gonna have the second sentence and each sentence has to be marked by a letter, okay? Would you mind?
I will write
with the letter A, B, C, D, okay? Good. So Jamal's not back yet because he has football practice on Wednesdays. Jamal's not back yet because he has football practice on Wednesday. Thank you, Melania. Only 2 people answered. A practice noun. Wait for B, Jan. Still
Yeah.
waiting for A. Only 3 people writing. Where are the rest? Nastya, thank you. Misha, thank you. Misha, can you just like be a little bit accurate with a spelling?
Practice.
Marta, yes, practice, but you also write it's a noun. So your answer should look like that. Look at my message. A, practice, noun. Good. Second question, B, could you please write the correct answer? Are you licensed to do that? Are you licensed to do that? You write the word and the part of speech. Are you licensed to do that? Thank you, Melania. I saw your answer, yes. Thank you, Nastya. Thank you, Misha. But Misha, mistake. Are you licensed to do that? Yeah, probably, you know what? I'm going to be writing the correct answers on the screen for you so that you can remember. So first practice, it should be. Okay. Practice, football practice on Sundays. And are you licensed should be the S, licensed, because it's a verb, okay? It's a verb, that's a noun. Sentence C, a mobile, let's say, Jan, can you read and say?
Mobile phone is a very useful device with C.
And it's, what part of speech is it?
It's a noun.
Correct. Ksenia, continue.
Business Cooper advised me to put my gloves before going out in the snow.
Mm-hmm.
It's C.
Cooper advised me. Advised or advised?
With S.
With S, advised, we will say it with a Z sound, and it's a verb, right? He advised me to do that. It's a verb. Say, Marta, continue.
The children devised a plan for their sporting events. Devised would be S.
Is it a verb or a noun?
Verb.
Verb, correct. If it's a verb, it's an S. That's right. It's a if it's a verb, it's an S. F, please, for Misha.
You have to practice if you want to get better at math.
You have to practice.
It's a verb.
It's a verb,
Yes.
correct. So if it's a verb, which letter comes there?
Practice. C.
Yes. You have to practice. No. If it's a verb, look, wherever you have a verb, what letter is it?
S.
It's S.
Practice. Yes, practice. You have to practice with S. And the G for Alexei. Alexei, microphone.
G, you don't need a license to own a pet rabbit. C noun.
C noun, absolutely right. So have you noticed the logics? Yeah. If it's a C, it's a noun. If it's an S, it's a verb.
That's a very beautiful S.
Yeah, that's how you remember. If it's a C, it's a noun. If it's an S, it's a verb. Remember this picture? Take a photo. No, with your eyes. With your eyes. Take a photo with your eyes like this.
I
Fix
can
it.
just remember
Fix
that
it in your head. Okay, let's continue. Okay, let's see. There's a funny way that the book suggests to remember this logics here is that here, have a look. Oh, good morning. Here's one way to remember whether to use practice or practice in a sentence or license. Try swapping the tricky words in the sentence for advice, advise, and to see which makes better sense. For example, I wish Dad would stop his trombone practice. Which one do you choose? Practice with C or practice with S? Take out
C.
trombone, take out trombone practice and fill the gap with advice, advise. Let's finish. I wish Dad would stop his what? His what? His
Advice.
That doesn't make sense. The sentence would sound wrong.
Tatiana,
Let me finish, Misha. I wish Dad would stop what? His advice. That's how the book suggests. Yes, Misha,
I
what's your
don't
question?
understand.
I need to переключиться because it tries like in Zoom.
You need to what?
Need to
Reconnect. He needs to
переключиться.
reconnect.
Okay, whatever. Yeah, if you need to do it, let's do it. So here are the words: practice, 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 practicing, advise, 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 advising, license, license, licensing, device, 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 devising. And I'm going to leave you with this exercise. It's just like we do first two, and you're gonna do it as a homework. See how you understand it, how you feel it. I saw and noticed people not to go into river because of the alligator. I saw and noticed. What do you think? What word could go in here? I saw and noticed.
Hello.
Do you have an idea, anybody?
Advising.
Advising, doing what? I saw and noticed advising people not to do. It's going to be a verb with a z, advising. My big brother has already got this provisional driving.
License.
Oh yeah, that's super easy. Everybody knows what's license. He had to apply to the driver and vehicle agency
License.
because he could start having
Licensing.
driver and vehicle licensing. Okay, licensing. Agency before he could start. However, let's everybody quiet. Just type me in the chat. However hard I'll never be able to sing as well as Anna. However hard what word would you write in there? Please share it with me in the chat. However hard I'll never be able to sing as well as Anna.
Yes.
However hard thank you, Jan, thank you, Marta. I do what? However hard I do what? That's going to be an interesting exercise for me to look at on your part. Nicole, what do you think?
Practice.
Practice with C or S? I do what? Yeah, analyze. However hard I do what? Is it a verb or a noun?
Verb.
A verb. So if it's a verb, it's a verb. Remember, where is we?
Yeah.
With S, that's right. However hard I practice. That's the right answer. Marta, do the correcting. However hard I practice. Whoosh. Is this enough of information or would you like something else? I have, okay, let's do one more. I have a cunning plan to get out of tidying my bedroom. I have what? What is it here in this place? I have Alexei. Microphone.
I have invented a device.
There is no invented word in the suggested list in the top. See? There are words practice, 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 practicing, advise, advising, advise.
I said I have invented a device that tidies up automatically.
Ah, but we are speaking about D.
I have device with S.
Device.
It's present perfect, right,
device.
Lyosha? I have devised a cunning plan to get. And E for Melania.
I think I have invented the TARDIS automatic. I have invented a device with C.
A device that tied us up. Okay,
The
F.
TARDIS
F for
automatic.
Kenya. Michael gave me some good what?
Michael gave me some good advice with C.
That's right. Michael has given me some, yeah, and G, Miss Ackroyd for Misha. Misha, Miss Ackroyd.
Ackroyd has broken her leg, so dance had been. Wait. I know that we need to do with like advised in this, but it's I think easier to do with Miss Ackroyd has broken his leg, so dance.
Dance, what is practiced?
Dance practice.
Is cancelled.
Practice with this one.
C or S? C or S?
This one.
C or S, Misha?
C.
Yes, practice was cancelled. Okay, you're gonna have to be doing this as homework for next time. There is one more sentence.
Включаю Bluetooth.
That has been the trombone. That has been the trombone. Practicing, that's right. It should be easy. I need to make sure you understand this. And I will also would also want you to look at what have a look at these verbs. It's a very easy exercise, but I need you to catch up with some word derivatives with the help of prefixes. Okay, what's a prefix? It's something that comes previously, before a word. Have a look at this word, connect. If you add a negative prefix, it comes to be disconnect. Connect, disconnect. Behave.
Misbehave.
Yeah, if somebody behaves, he's a good boy or girl. If somebody is a bad girl, they
Misbehave.
misbehave. That's right.
Misbehave.
Okay, here.
Disapprove, I think.
What prefix could you add to the word here to change the meaning?
Here,
Я неправильно услышал. I
mishear.
misheard you. Exactly. To mishear means to hear somebody wrongly. Okay. To mishear. Mishear. What about clutter?
Declutter.
Tatiana, we don't see like this word that you say.
Really? You don't see my screen or what?
No, I see your screen, but not this word that you write. Like mishear. There no.
Mishear, it's right on the line. Can't you see it?
Not one.
Tatiana, I remember from the last lesson this guy and this rabbit.
Yeah. So, clutter. What is the opposite for clutter?
Declutter. Declutter, maybe.
Okay, so to clutter is to cover or fill something with an untidy collection of things. Clutter.
Declutter. Definitely declutter.
It's not B, it's declutter.
Declutter.
Declutter. No B.
Misunderstand.
If you understand something, you know it. If you don't,
Misunderstand.
you misunderstand. Misunderstand. What about like?
Dislike. Dislike.
Understand. Like is dislike, and
There is approve also. We missed it.
yeah, there was also one more word.
Disapprove.
Approve. Disapprove. Yeah, I will show it for you. Approve, disapprove. So you don't like someone to do something. Disapprove, and the last one here is obey. Obey.
And
Disobey.
Disobey.
Obey,
Disobey.
слушаться, подчиняться. If you do
Tatiana,
not
the
follow,
throne
Disobey. Disobey. Disobey.
disobey. Mhm.
and throne and mystify.
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 Throne. Throne. I didn't even see the throne.
Misthrone.
Throne, throne, dethrone. I know this.
Throne. Ой. No on.
I don't know.
I think it's misthrone.
Mystify is to cover something, okay? Mystify is to not say something. Unmystify is to open a secret. Unmystify.
Tatiana, but there are no prefix on.
What do they suggest?
The these, the, and these. There are no prefix on.
Well, I don't know the other negative for mystify. Unmystify. Yeah, maybe you can Google it for me and find something else, but what I know about it is the unmystify. And this throne word, throne, what would be the negative for throne?
Misthrone. Misthrone.
Misthrone?
That's actually an issue for me too. Not negative prefix for the throne. You know what? I'm confused by this one. I missed it when I was looking through this. I thought that was in something common, but it actually is not. So I will investigate and you investigate too, please. Okay, I'm sorry I didn't look back to it completely, but could you check on the internet or in some dictionary what this is about? And my dear, also, I will want you to put these words in the text, in the sentence, okay? So find the place for these words in this sentence. The soldiers, what did they do? Activated the mines that had been buried in the ground. What did they do with the mines?
Deactivated.
Deactivate. They deactivate. They deactivate. Okay, that should be probably enough for them. We stop here for now. I'll send you these worksheets to do and send me the photos. Please do keep doing homework. I need to see your homework done. I will finally get to check those. I promise. I don't know when, but
I will send you the homework for today. I think
in the
today.
chat. In the chat. Yes, Jan. Thank you so much. Okay, it was great to see you, my dear. Love you all. With love from London.
Goodbye.
Have a lovely day.
Goodbye,
Bye-bye.
Tatiana.